Hello and welcome to Masandawana Fan Vlog. Just served warm hands in Cape Town. No fooling around, no playing around.
Was it Monday when you called it? You tweeted or you just saying hi to Cape Town City and they must prepare for home hands.
Yeah, on Monday I told them that they must be prepared for home hands. I don't
And actually, today's was the first time they took us to Cape Town Stadium league game.
Yes, it was our first league game to Cape Town Stadium against them.
We played a couple of cup games and we won Nedbank Cup and then we lost the.
We lost to that year's goal from
Phillies, eh? Yes. They always take us to Athlone Stadium, so I was happy to go Cape Town on go Athlone with the wind.
The wind is too much. You know, people. You see, unless you are there on a Tuesday or Wednesday night game, like you will see.
You won't understand.
Yeah, unless you go there, you won't understand. The wind there is absolutely crazy. I don't want to lie to you.
It had to take peak Presita to beat them the one time at Athlone Stadium. Got that brilliant goal.
Yes, and peak Sugar Mabunda in midfield.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
so it goes to tell you what a tough game this was always going to be. Cape Town City are a tough team, man. The midfield three that they play with, the quick forwards, they're a very tough team.
Very tough, very tough for us especially.
I'm chuffed with the 3 points. Like I'm very, very happy. Like let's Cape Town done. You know some fixtures. If you take a point, it's not so bad. But going there and taking all three, and I think we needed to take all three after the flat performance, should I say? Chakuma last week.
I actually thought they want to bring up Chakuma because you know what I thought. Plato sealed the 3 points. I got mad all over again. We shouldn't have drawn with that mediocre nothing team. But Chaguma, like it got me so mad. You know, we were so close. Like at the beginning of every season, my biggest dream is to see Sundowns go 5 for 5 the first 5 games. We go 5 for 5 in the first 5 games and secure the first 15 points. I'm telling you, Sundowns is gone. You won't catch Sundowns if they do that. You won't catch them. So at least we are still on course for 13 out of 15. Man, 2 annoys me so much.
Although 13 out of 15 won't be bad, it will be.
Yes, our target is always 12, and if not 12, 9, 10, 11 is okay. But last season, I got 8, 7. Yeah. If you're confused as to what we're talking about, we're talking about our 5 game blocks. If you're not familiar with this, which I actually think we'll be regurgitating this so many times, some people know that Sundowns always breaks down a season with 5, like out of the 30, they say we play a game block, 6 of them, right?
6, yeah.
Yeah, at least my math is not that bad. 6 5-game blocks, and then our target is 12 points out of 15 in the 5 games, and you get record points, 70 plus.
72 points.
Yeah, 72 points, and we were 1 point short in 2015-16 at our absolute peak. So, who says this is our best squad? So it means this season we must touch 72.
Yeah, no, we have to with the squad. That's be anything. I was happy with the lineup. It looked right. It looked like we are taking the game to Cape Town City. We'll match them for energy. They won't outrun us in midfield with AJ there, Riva and Mkhulise. The defense fixed itself. Although the left back before today, and I thought Lyle had a brilliant game. Before today, the left back was iffy because Lyle had a poor game last week.
Yes.
The front three at the moment, you would say picks itself. If we were going to play midfield 3, I think the front 3 picks itself. So I was very happy. I was just asking myself, the only attacking options on the bench were Keleto, Mkhulise, and Hashim Domingo.
Yes.
I was thinking to myself, was there no space for Moriba Nyana? I know Moriba can play left wing back and Kope, but anyway, I was happy. It looked like a positive first 11. And the game came out as I thought it would.
Yeah, same. But I want to take you back a bit to what you said when you said the friendly sort of picked itself. With Gaston fit, does it still pick itself?
With Gaston fit, you have a problem. You have a problem. With Gaston fit, you have a problem. Unless she plays when Mkhulise is playing.
Of course. Because that's what I would do. But it's a tricky one. It's really a tricky one. Because
it is.
Because what Mkhulise does for you, what your AJ does for you, you can see it's not a coincidence that AJ has won 3 men of the match awards out of 3 games. 2 men of the match awards out of 3 games. Because the license Rivaldo gives him knowing that Rivaldo, I see a lot of, even SuperSport gets so confused. They actually think Rivaldo is playing as a third centre back, and a lot of people actually think we are playing with 3 centre backs, and that's not the case.
Yeah, no.
The fact that he jogs back in between the 2 centre backs when we're building up doesn't mean he's a third centre back. I mean, don't you see Jorginho in between Kyle Walker and John Stones or whoever is playing in there centre back? You see that a lot. I think South Africa, football people are actually so obsessed with formation. You want to see the formation, like how we're lining up and that. My man, I don't need formation anymore. This is organized chaos. If you don't know what organized chaos is, you will know. This is organized chaos. Like, really, like, what would you say Marcelo Bielsa's team, like, what formation they play? They don't have a formation, those guys.
So it's the coaches, but don't like the structure, like how you structure your defense and you structure the way you attack. Formations 4-4-2, 4-3-2-1. Okay, that's how when the game starts. But when a game is on, you see was like. Can we do a response that Lakay today, for example? Was on the left, right, center, way. You don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you where Coetzee was playing.
Yeah, that was confusing. That was confusing.
Yeah,
that was confusing.
Yeah, I have one gripe with, and it's actually nice to say it now after we won because it doesn't sound reactionary when we don't do well. My gripe is our starting 11 when we played Chiefs today, and Gachaguma, I'm not really sure, but even I was happy with our starting 11. But let me tell you one thing that I have a serious gripe with our coaches. The subs I don't want to lie, our subs have been shocking to me because if a right back is not good enough to start, how does it happen that he makes 3 appearances off the bench? How does a right back have 3 substitute appearances off the bench? A right back.
We want to pull that Tapelo Kopele move, which I don't know, man.
The days of playing up front are over, guys. We have the staff off the bench now. Like, we have the personnel. We didn't have the personnel then when we were playing Tapelo Mabue up front. We didn't have the personnel. When we played Mabue right back, we didn't have cover. Okay, we did have Lukubeni, but the talk was that Lukubeni is being protected because these are make or break games. And it proved so. We have the personnel now. How does Mkhulise not be good enough to start some of the best 3 times? This thing is really confusing to me because feel like we're wasting a sub. If you put on a defender and it's not a forced injury, I feel like we're killing a sub. If you're gonna take out Shalulile, why don't you put on Domingo so that we have an extra 10? Because clearly Mkhulise's role is different now. Like, okay, granted in the second half he was having a bit more joy, like up front and whatnot, but it was because Pablo was there for the cover. I guess. See, if you do it once, I can say it's technical, baby, because you need the pace at Tapelo. But if you can have a Domingo maybe or a Coetzee, like they have the same pace. Like, okay, Domingo maybe not, but Coetzee has the same pace. It bothers me because it bothers me for us to play the games and the opening games and right back of the bench. Guys, why?
Yeah, Neos says maybe because we needed double right backs because of what Terence Mashu was doing.
Okay, and then against Chaguma. Against Chiefs, what was the reason? Was Terence playing for Chiefs and Chaguma? No, guys. This thing is inexcusable unless there's a reason beyond the coaches or a reason beyond my understanding or my comprehension. But me, Tutlo, if you as a right back, you're not good enough to start. I don't understand why you come off the bench 3 times. You see, if you did it once, I would understand. But 3 times, it's a bit bothering. So I don't wanna shout about it like in our 10th game. Like I'd rather address it now because me, if you're gonna take out Shalulile. I was thinking when Shalulile came up, I was like, Shalulile didn't really have a good half. But and one thing about Shalulile is that I will always reference this because this was Sundowns at the peak of his powers. Mkhulise was frustrating when he first came on. And then only in the 2015-16 he clicked and he became the player that we knew him to be. Shalulile is in those positions. That miss on the 26th minute, like that was a sitter, and like he was so casual. I don't understand how he missed that one, and there's another one. I think it was called offside, but I was happy with him because he's getting in the right positions and he's making the right runs. And with Shalulile doing that, I think it will actually give him space to operate how he operates and get the goals like he got the goal against Chiefs. So I was thinking, okay, maybe don't take out Shalulile, but if you are gonna take him out, maybe have an extra 10 there, have a Domingo, or maybe have Coetzee if you need the pace. But for take Capello up front for pace or whatever, or to try and cover that thing Machiho was doing, it's inexcusable because we did it against Chiefs, we did it against Chakuma. So. Yeah, so to me, I feel like we've been wasting a sub like since the Chiefs game. I feel like we've been wasting a sub. Because when Naga game at Chiefs, I thought to myself, actually Capello came out, ne? Capello came out in that game. They didn't take him up front.
He
came out. You can understand that, maybe okay, they're managing his minutes because he just came back from a horrific injury. But Mr. Kope like Chakuma and again today, and maybe now I don't see the threat. Maybe obviously those guys know better than me, but I feel like it's a wasted sub because you can have another attack. We have so many attackers now. I mean, I know Afonso let's kick the ball in like 2006. We will have him as an option as a striker. You know what I mean? But I don't understand. Like it frustrates me that we still have to play Tapelo up front. We don't. We have attackers now.
Yeah, I hear you.
So yeah, but that was a good game. That was a really good game.
Overall, I thought we played well. I thought we played. We pressed Cape Town City where we needed to press them. We retrieved when we needed to retrieve and save energy and contain them. We played fire with fire. Like sometimes, like especially Goal of Tase. In the bubble, they outrun us, they overrun us in midfield. They were simply the better team, but we fixed it today. We matched them for energy, we matched them for work rate. Even we worked hard, like we worked unbelievably hard. Like Romeo, Shalulile, the midfield three, they worked unbelievably hard. So I was happy. I was chuffed. I was really happy with the performance.
Do you think it was
nice to be well rested?
Do you think it was a blessing in disguise that Mtanzania was not there?
Maybe.
Yeah, but who's to say? Who's to say? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really happy with. I was asking myself who was gonna be man of the match here, and my heart wanted to say Mkhulise, but my mind said to me AJ. Because when I thought about it, I was like, AJ in the first 10 to 12 minutes, energy was something else. His energy was something else, and to even pull out what he pulled out in the reserve for that assist, and to even like.
After him,
imagine after pulling a hamstring, but he was playing box to box, proper box to box. The one thing I didn't like in terms of our organization, defending set pieces, and I think set pieces are gonna be our biggest Achilles heel, because when AJ was defending Philly's set piece corner, and I'm like, Phillies is like their number one threat because he's the tallest guy on the field. Why is AJ marking him?
Why is it not Nascimento?
Why is it not Nascimento Mola? But our set piece defending is still suspect. But I think those are things that can be fixed, especially with the break that will be on now. Like we'll only play on the 22nd, so. Hopefully these are things that they look at and they fix when they're doing their video sessions. And I was really happy with today's performance. I was really, really, really happy with Denise as well. When you win a game like that, you don't even you will be happy because of the clean sheet, but like the goalkeeper's performance when you play that well, most of the time doesn't command you to say much about it. But I was really, really happy with Denise Onyango's performance today.
Same. So, on to the ratings.
Yeah, on to the ratings. Denise, I think Denise did so well today. Even though some of the saves he had to make were like routine saves, City were not as threatening in the second half. The only thing that beat him today was that free kick Makgalwa, and he was saved by the crossbar. In the first half, that's when they were attacking, and our defense was a bit shaky. Like our centre backs were not switched on, but didn't have to pull a rabbit out of the hat today. Yes, but that was a very solid performance from him. I think it's 7.
I agree.
Yeah. Tapelo,
you can see he's still getting up to speed with it. I said the explosive Tapelo that we are used to, where he would overlap. Or today he didn't do that because of Aralani. He took good care of Surprise Aralani. So, because if you notice, Noateka Lyle very much on the left. Tapelo Nateka sparingly. He didn't go full on like the Tapelo we know. I don't know it's because of there's an instruction or because he's still getting like wobble or like slowly but surely. But he had a solid game. Like Surprise Around is a very tricky customer who but man, Nico knows he destroyed him in the bubble. So the technical team, I'm sure Balde, no, we need you to take care of this threat, and it did that very well. Not much going forward, but his primary job he did very well. I was happy.
Yeah, same. Rating? 6. I don't really agree with 6. In my head, I was thinking 5, but.
I was thinking because of Cape Town City's biggest threat is Surprise Ralan, in my opinion.
Yes. And another thing is that City's best player today was Trent, which was on the same side. So it makes sense.
Yes. So I thought he did well. He did well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Now I agree with the 6. Yeah. Madisha.
Played well. Did what he had to do. Like I'm showing, he had him in his back pocket. Namaka, Mendo a sweeper, so very good.
The one thing that caught my attention was second half. He was going out a lot. You know how when we played Maritzburg, you know how Coetzee scored that goal? I saw the same thing, Kajeno, like he was being dragged out of the box a lot in the first half, actually, not in the second half. In the first half, he was dragged out of the box a lot, and it reminded me of how Coetzee scored the goal in the bubble for Maritzburg. Yeah.
6.
Okay.
Like he did well. He didn't have a brilliant game. He didn't have he did well. He did like Madisha, boy. Oh, he's flawless. He's flawless.
And his performances have been polished. Like since the Chiefs game, really the Chiefs game I think was his best game. Yeah. I think I'll take the 6. Our build-up, I know we are known for our build-up and we know our team to build from the back, but is it me or is it looking a bit more refined now?
Yeah, especially I was so impressed. Like you know how Capital City presses hard.
Yeah,
we panic, boy. We played around the press. Never saying it, but hey, we're inviting this press. I know, but I think we want to play out of it. And we continue to play out of it. Like our 2 center backs would find River would find either our full backs or Bergman AJ or Mkhulise. You're right. Our build up is smooth.
It's a bit more defined. And now I'm thinking, Hegi level. I think what Noah says, what's saying to you is right. I think we're actually baiting them, like Saiviza. We're actually calling it. We're actually calling their press so that we can play out and find those spaces. Like Kosoka level, it was running off the shoulder Phillips a lot, and Shalulile was doing the same. And Blesser was always close to Lyle. So it kind of tells you who, like, they were trying to create those triangles. Because in the first phase, we were slow. In the first phase of the pitch, we were like, the build up, a little slow. And then in the second one, our passes were a bit more sharper. Yes, and that's why we were creating a lot of the triangles and then trying to get the ball in the final third. And I think it was down to Nascimento as well. Nascimento was so good today.
I thought
he was so good.
Yes, I thought he was so very good.
He was so good.
So good today. His long balls, like and he played few of them. I think it was very good today.
Yeah, and Lily attempt, like he attempted a lot of those. I think Nascimento is a 7. I think I was very impressed with him today. Really, really impressed.
Definitely.
Lakay.
Yeah. Another one I was impressed with was Lyle.
Lakay was good today. Lakay was good today.
And not just the goal, not even the goal. Like he offered us.
It's like I'm not even mentioning the goal yet.
Exactly. He offered us so much width on the left hand side. And he took care of the guy who played on them. Craig Martin, yes. Yeah. He took care of Craig Martin. Right back.
Yeah.
I thought Lyle was very good.
Lyle was good today. One thing I liked is that those guys catching about with so much conviction. Like no, they were not panic passing, and they didn't just take the ball and hoof it forward. Like, they would rather play it back to Denise and try to go back into their shape. Yes, and try to do it again. I think today today we really should keep on with who are the big boys. Like today we hit on our big boy pants, and
yeah,
that was a proper slap in the butt. The scoreline might not say, but the play, it was a proper slap, like proper slap.
After that game, they knew they were in a tough game against a superior team. We were so good today. We were so smooth.
Super good. I think Lyle. He played well. And another thing is he scored a goal. I think I'm gonna give Lyle an 8.
Yeah.
Boy, if I start talking about Rivaldo, we won't finish.
Yeah.
Thiago Alcantara, come outside. Joshua Kimmich, come outside.
Remember we once retired President. His bordering once was hotel. Remember we once retired President.
Yeah, I'd forgotten about that.
Riva is getting to that level. Like he has no in our borders. He has no peer, boy. Left, right.
The only player better than Riva right now is Alou Dieng.
Yeah, in Africa. Yes.
Unless we're being ignorant and we don't know of other gems out there, but the ones that are in front of us, it's only Alou Dieng. No way, guys.
Well, he can receive it under pressure. He can pass it left. He can pass it right. He can pass it short. He can pass it long. He can intercept the ball. He takes a brilliant set piece. He's something else.
Show me any team in the PSL. There are 6 set pieces, except for teams last season. But Mido wasn't really a 6; he was an 8.
Yeah.
Like you never get your 6 along the set piece, boy. In the first 2 minutes of the game, there was this other instant Bolitli, and it was 50-50 between him and Not Dada. He didn't touch that ball, but Not Dada was sold level 4 for boy. Like was sold the pipe dream. He didn't do much. Riva is something else, guys.
He's an unbelievable footballer. Like what boggles my mind. A ball can come on his right and Adala first time pass to the left. He can come to his left, Adala first time pass to the right. Most 6s in the country, I type to his stronger foot, and then by the time he looks up, without even looking, boy, it came this way, left, to our right lap.
Yeah, he just slaps it around.
What a 6! What a 6!
What a 6! Another thing I like is that he's unleashed Andile, boy.
Yes, he has. He's a locked Andile big time.
Yeah, please don't touch that midfield, guys. Don't touch that midfield.
Please.
I love Trump with all my heart, but we were so fluid. We were really made like I have no other way of putting it, but we were so fluid. Like we were so fluid in midfield. I had no. When you play City, they always find a way to make a mockery of our midfield. Not today. When Boshampo arrived, Bonyandoro had to sit down and this is our captain. But if you're gonna take a football decision, you don't touch the midfield 3. If you're taking a football decision, you don't touch the midfield 3. You really don't. I mean, Riva, AJ, and Blesser. I know we haven't rated Riva yet, but we're gonna do something different, boy. Tutlo, when I said to you, Kiri, who's gonna take out Mkhulise in this game? It wasn't a joke. Last season in the bubble, Kiri, who is going to take out this boy in that midfield? It wasn't a joke, boy. Do you see it? see what that boy does.
He's undroppable. Like there are some players. Jose Mourinho used to call them the Invincibles. In his team, he had 9 Invincibles. Players that were undroppable. Players who will give you what you need. And Mkhulise and Jali and Riva are in that bracket right now.
Thank you.
Along with Sundowns.
You just don't touch that midfield, boy. Like that midfield is giving us everything we need. And they got it right today because Kachaguma, they were playing Mkhulise higher up, and you could see that's not his position. Like today, he was playing in his rightful position, carrying the ball. At one point, when Lakay got a header, was it Fagri or Craig Martin? One of the two. And Mkhulise was the one who was defending him, like box to box. You know, I always say, my formation is a 4-3-3. I just love a midfield 3 because you have a Riva who will just direct the orchestra, and you have box-to-box players who keep
box-to-box players.
You know what I mean? And another thing is that they will offer you the flexibility you need. Like Omole AJ boy, when we are attacking, he's close to the Clayton City box. When we're defending, he's close to our box. Same as Mkhulise, and Mkhulise is our best ball carrier. Mkhulise doesn't lose the ball. He doesn't lose the ball. He doesn't care whether there's players around him. He will find a teammate and pass. I think Mkhulise and Riva actually deserve the same rating, or like to be rated as a player. You know how we rate the best as a player sometimes?
As a player.
Yeah, because I think they were on the same level today. I think both of them, it's an 8 for the both of them.
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. An 8. Exactly what I was thinking. An 8.
Yeah. Oh, Zwane was on his bike today.
We rated AJ, ne?
Yeah, we rated AJ. AJ, we gave. Did we? Yes, we gave 8. No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
It'd be an 8 for all 3 of them, or AJ. No, actually, AJ is a 9.
Yeah, I was thinking more an 8.5.
I think AJ is a 9 today. What a midfielder. What a midfielder. Oh my God. You know, with AJ, boy, whether you are down or you're chasing the game or you're chasing a winner, AJ just gives you a glimpse of hope. And I don't know, because he's not a 10. Like, he's not a. But the thing about AJ is that he can defend, he can pass. He can play your 1-2s. I mean, the combination player AJ is unquestionable, and from his younger days, I think AJ is okay. I think for me, AJ is my highest rated. I think AJ is a 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah. Mkhulise was on his bike today, Tutu. He was doing what we know him for.
7.
0.5.
I think 7.
7. I'm not sure. Tutu, I know Mkhulise, man. Sometimes I guess maybe maybe my eyes are seeing wrong. I feel like Mkhulise is always looking for commit.
You think so?
I don't know. That's what I see. Like, for instances when you're like, release that ball, Mkhulise, man. Like, but that's Chumita harder, man. I don't know, but like, hey, go Shalulile, like, it's like he second guesses himself. Kids, or maybe is it that thing where you have to play together for a while, like gain that trust and let that telepathy, like, because he's played with. Okay, he's been on the same field with Kemet, like Bafana. He knows Kemet and obviously rates Kemet because Baitane. I don't know, maybe it's because of that, but you know, like Mkhulise sometimes lacks the final pass.
He does.
And I've seen Mkhulise passes like that, like splitting passes. I'll never forget when we played Vets in the season that we didn't win, 2016-17, when Coetzee was on fire. I think he played two delicious balls in that game that I saw, that I know he can. It's like I did to man. I think maybe when he's closest to Mkhulise and Kemet, he knows how to read their moves better or what. But sometimes, like, yeah, I feel like Muhungu really gets frustrated because like the passes don't come.
So yeah, I think 8. Yeah.
7, yeah. Before the power outage, we were talking about Kemet. Yes.
Yeah, he was fine. Like he was right. 6.
Yeah. 6. Who came on earlier?
We didn't rate Peter.
Peter Shalulile. Shalulile, the free kick came from a foul to him. He was making the right runs, just that finishing, man, is not there. Especially since he got in the 26th minute, I think he was so lethargic. Like he didn't show enough hunger to finish the chance off. I don't know what.
Tough one, guy. Tough
one. I don't know, between a 4 and a 5.
Tough one, guy.
But he wasn't horrible.
No, he wasn't. Far from it. He was making the right, and he works hard. He works so hard for the team. Like he presses the center backs. He works so hard for the team. Mkhulise, like you said last week, he's going to be our Romeo boy this season where we.
yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think a 4.5.
And not because he played badly, no.
Yeah, he didn't play bad. Who else came on? Coetzee.
It was Coetzee got a goal. Like I'm in awe of how calm that boy is. He paused and stared at Peter Lundberg and he finished. Like you know, some players in that position, Okamara, the 6-yard box, he panic, but Coetzee pauses and he stares you down and he finishes. Like the calmness and the audacity is but Peter's not about this boy. Net, forget.
Yeah, it's a goal.
Goal.
How many games has he played against Cape Town City? 2, ne? 2 games against Cape Town City.
2 goals.
2 goals. Didn't have time to waste in final. You know, I was telling someone, Hore, the type of composure Coetzee has is like a first touch. They don't teach you that. You either have it or you don't.
You don't. True.
If they taught composure, we could teach all South African strikers composure, and Bafana would score like nobody's business. But they don't teach that. They don't teach what Coetzee has, and that boy, wow. Mfanola, I told you guys last season, forget about Lafort. You have your impact player in Coetzee. Forget about Lafort. Things end. That was my message last season. Forget about Lafort. Coetzee is there, and Mfano, this boy is too good, guys. This boy is too good. Coetzee, 6.5.
Okay.
We can't be too excited about the goal.
Yeah, true.
But also, you can't undermine the goal as well. Yeah. 6.5. Promise Mkhuma. I don't think he played enough. Even though he one thing I like about Promise is like he's a blesser 2 seasons back. Promise is like Hatsana. Like he's not afraid of anything.
He's fearless. You know, I was saying I'll take him to African fun and he would fight. Like he wouldn't be out of place.
Yeah.
You see, fearless.
Yeah, proper. Do you think he played enough to get a rating?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. But he made a good account of himself. It was his second appearance of the season because it's against Celtics in the M8, right? Yeah. Oh, Mkhulise. I was so confused. Mkhulise with Lakay. I don't want to lie.
Same. But there was a time where I can see man. It automatically red back. He looked good. Like he looked solid. And then they swapped him again. The little Tapelo went back to red back.
They were alternating. Yeah. I don't know what appress or what.
I don't know.
It was so confusing. Yeah.
But I wouldn't panic anymore when Tapel is not there at right back. Not that I panicked last year, because was a brilliant defender. But he's not there. There was a time when we played Lebza, like you said earlier. There was a time we played Nico. Like there was the time we played Madisha. Now, even when Tapel is not playing, I won't panic. We have a proper right back in Kusumudao.
Yeah,
proper right back.
Yeah. I think so. If you take away my confusion, like where was he playing in King, he did well. I think it's 5.5 from me. Mkhulise.
Yeah, happy guy. I'm a happy guy.
Same. We've rated everyone, right?
Captain. I don't think we.
Lena. It's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. George is George is I feel like Game Nefili.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we can read Promise. Yeah. What do you rate the coaches?
8.
I agree with your rating.
They got the team selection spot on, the tactics spot on.
Yeah.
Except them. The first sub, I thought.
Bogus substitutions.
I thought Khonsa Erasmus to put in Kelos was correct. To pull out. Who did he put for?
For
Fish. Like we were closing down the game, so yeah, I can't fault the coaches too, except for that one side, but I can't fault them. Brilliant. Even the training ground free kick was brilliant. So
yeah,
an 8.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that's it. That's it from this review. Finished with power outages in my complex, but yeah, we'll see you again on the 23rd. That's a long time from now. There's an international break. There's a preseason cup this weekend, and then after that is an international break, and then we'll only play that other week. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the review and the player ratings. Comment wherever you disagree with us. Say what you disagree with, what you agree with. Like this video. If you don't like it, you can press the dislike button as well. Mara So yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and subscribe to Matanda Fan Vlog. That's it from us.
Cheers.